In Marriage and Money today, a critical look at how to find out if your spouse is financially cheating on you.
Joining us again today is Amanda Jager. She's a financial professional with Teboda and Associates, and we're here to talk about, well, you call it financial infidelity, which obviously we know about infidelity in marriage, but this is financial infidelity. So first of all, define exactly what you mean.
Yeah, so financial infidelity is really any circumstance or scenario where you are not being 100% honest and transparent about your current financial scenario. So this could include things like not disclosing past debt, perhaps manipulating some spending habits. So there is actually a statistic that came out that said 20% of Americans actually believe that cheating financially is worse than cheating physically. Now, I'm not one to vote either way, but I think regardless, we could agree that there are likely going to be some red flags that come up that we're going to want to make sure to address and get these things taken care of sooner rather than later.
Yeah, really. So let's say, we're in a relationship and we might suspect it, maybe not, but how can we avoid it altogether?
Yeah, so I think really there are going to be three things to focus on if you want to avoid this financial infidelity. The first is be honest with one another. So if you are coming into a new relationship, have no skeletons in your closet. Full disclosure, the good, the bad, and the ugly. The second thing I would focus on is agree to have open communication. So make sure that as you continue to work on your relationship, if there are things that are bugging you about your partner or their spending habits, don't let it snowball into a big issue. Address those things early on and confront that issue head on. The third is to make sure to have a plan. So at this point, if you are in that committed relationship where you're going to be having shared financial responsibilities, make sure that you also have shared goals moving forward. That's going to make the day in and day out a lot more fun to work at if together you two are actually building a future together.
So let's say we're not only finding that we don't like the way that somebody's using the toothpaste in their relationship, but that they're actually in this situation of financial infidelity. What would be a way to work that issue out? I mean, it's obviously a very tough situation.
And that is a very, very tough circumstance. So really what I would say in this state is it's all about the approach in this area. So if you are unfortunately in a position where you believe that your spouse is not being honest with you, approach it in a way that's coming from sort of a position of love and that you know that ultimately you want to resolve this issue. It may come down to bringing in a third party like a financial planner to make sure that we're working at the issue together and hopefully building a brighter future.
Amanda, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
For more Business First AM, check us out on social media. We're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. And go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.